It's below freezing here in Savannah, Georgia this morning. And during my run, my boogers froze in my nose, which is nice. It reminded me of New England and made me happy. Yesterday was a heavy squat day, and surprisingly, I'm not that sore. So I'm going to squat today, of course. And then I'm going to do bench. As I'm running a sort of pseudo program for the squat, I'm just going to hit my daily minimum today. That's it. We'll call that 185. I did 200 for 6 yesterday, so 185 should prove no meaningful challenge. And yeah, it might be a little short one today, you know? I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned. I don't really have a lot to say today, except I feel sore, strong, good, and I'm happy. And I think everyone deserves to feel like this, you know? We have so little agency over our own lives, and I know that can be a somewhat controversial thought. But, well, even your thoughts, if you really, if you really think about it, you don't even have that much agency over your own thoughts. Never mind what you get to do in a day, never mind, like, the obligations you have to meet or the consequences you suffer if you don't, you know? But our health, our wellness, that is something we can execute some measure of agency over. And it's really tragic that gets deprioritized for so many. And I think this is an old drum I'm banging, and I'm not the only person to bang it. But I think that, like, it's easy to blame the victim in a case like this. And I am certainly victim blaming. I mean, that is a thing that I do on the regular, you know? But I really think culture is the culprit. I think that we work these jobs that we hate for money that isn't nearly enough to keep us afloat. And then we go home. And what do we do when we go home? We melt in front of our favorite binge-worthy media, you know? And that's not an unkind judgment. I do this. I did this literally last night. It's a very hard sell to convince somebody to give up that leisure, that respite, and pick up a kettlebell, you know? And the argument that overall, through time, it's better for your morale, your motivation, your mood, your general happiness, that argument is unconvincing, you know, because in the moment, it doesn't seem that way. And we cannot extrapolate something over time. Not richly, not fully. I think that in a pseudo-ironic way, this is the power of prayer. You know, we make a deal with the future. We sacrifice something now to claim something later. Exercise, in my mind, is a form of prayer. Anyway, that's all I got today. That's all I want to say. That was 185, my minimum. This is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other today. And pray. If you can, pray.